You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show. Hello and welcome to Movie Vaders with the Farx brothers. I'm Kirk.
I'm Kyle.
I am...
Do you need a...
Todd.
Okay, alright, thanks for joining us, Todd. We're joined by Abbey Lowenstein.
Hi.
Actor, writer, and director. We are talking about Sentimental Value. This is the non-spoilers. Where do you want to start?
Well, Abby, you already kind of told us. Well, you'll tell us later why you picked this movie.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you blew it already,
had
yeah?
you seen the movie before you picked it?
No, I hadn't.
What made you want to pick it then?
I had heard about it, and I am about to go, actually this weekend, about to start filming a project directed by Ella Thompson with Alex Rumsey. And Ella was like, in the lead up to filming, I'd like for you to watch this because it depicts a relationship between two sisters, which is what we're filming this upcoming weekend. And so that's how I became aware of it. And I was like, oh, well, this is a great opportunity to do my homework and also.
Right.
Yeah.
You were the person among that blunt circle that I know the least.
Yeah.
But I'm very big fans of Ella and Alex.
Mm-hmm.
See, I brought Blunt Circle back from our pre-show conversation.
No, what's
that?
Blunt Circle? What's
We talked about this. So like a blunt rotation. Sorry, not Blunt Circle, blunt rotation.
Yeah, what?
But the idea is, the idea is that you're passing a blunt around. To, yeah, and like wouldn't a sweet blunt rotation be Abbey Lowenstein, Ella Thompson, and Alex Rumsey? Future guest of the show, Ella Thompson, and past guest of the show, Alex Rumsey.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sometimes we're just gonna do that, and you'll see.
I'm here for it.
Oh, and big shout out to all of our listeners in Vietnam.
Wow, shout out.
Since you picked the winner of international film at the Oscar, we got a recent huge spike in Vietnam. But the advice is to shout out the country when that happens.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. Yay.
Sure, yeah.
Yay.
So you picked it for that movie. Okay, I'm very excited because you guys are filming that. Are you gonna make North Star Film Festival?
Yeah, so we're doing a big day Friday, break Saturday, big day Sunday.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I think they worked it in. So, yeah.
What's and we can start at anywhere in the the
Blunt rotation?
Yeah,
The blunt rotation.
This is like that 70s show.
Yeah.
What is something of sentimental value to you? What is something of sentimental value? You look like you want to take a moment to think, or do you have something? I would say ladies go first.
Okay, well, it's like everything. I'm such a crier. I'm such a sentimental person. Everything has sentimental value to me. If you give me a gift, that gift sits on a shelf where I can stare at it forever. Like there's that. It's like it's pretty much everything. But okay, like if I had to pick one specific thing, one of my grandpas who has passed away, he used to play the harmonica, and he had this contraption thing that went along with it, but I have the harmonica.
Oh, nice.
So that's mine.
like a Mary Poppins type of contraption thing?
It was like he could wear it and play the harmonica while he also played guitar, and my dad has that contraption as well, so I always have this weird, it's very funny when you see it, if you've ever seen one. But
yeah, Mary Poppins. He's doing it in there. But
is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dick Van Dyke, right? Am I thinking Mary Poppins? Anyways.
No, you're thinking
Mary
of the right thing. I
Poppins?
just didn't know he had one.
Yeah. You guys have anything of sentimental value in your life?
I mean, I used to, whenever I leave a job, I usually take a trinket or something. Like I had a switch, like when I work on an assembly line, and one of the switches was broken and they had to get it fixed, I just kept the broken one so I could remember thinking about that job I had before. Yeah. Sometimes I do that, but not anymore.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Todd?
Yeah, Sentimental Todd, they call you.
All that shit that people have left at my house over 4 or 5 months of
You're
doing
not
podcasts.
sentimental about it.
I'm very sentimental about that scarf that I don't know who it belongs to, or that
Matthew
knife,
Daniel Ford scarf.
or the gloves.
You need to bring that to North Star Film
I
Festival.
will
You've
bring
gotten your
lost and
things back.
positives.
You're
Everyone
saying this.
gather around and pick your shit out of the box.
We're all gonna be there. That's very funny. You need a box, like a lot.
I will bring a box. I'll make it look like the box from Seven.
Well, what about that
smudge it.
guitar? You don't have any
Oh,
sentimental-
guitar?
Yeah.
Well, I guess. I mean, so much of it, I've been a pack rat kind of, but now I'm starting to just throw shit away. Because I don't have room for it. Like I just throw it away. I do keep cards that have been like
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
and I write the year on the back of them, so like I
nice.
just know like where it came from, and I do. They're in a box somewhere. I gotta keep better track. I mean, like I gotta like consolidate and just like, because luckily they're very flat, so they don't take up that much space.
right. Yeah. Paper.
Awesome.
In my, I mean, I should go and get it and demolish it or bring it here and keep it here. I built a Lego house when I was 9.
Oh,
Very
wow.
giant Lego house that's still intact in my parents' house.
Nice.
That fits with this movie so well.
A house?
'Cause of the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
See, you bring your brother on a podcast over 100 times, and eventually you
Eventually.
learn something you didn't know.
That's awesome.
I've
Cal?
become so much less sentimental with
Wow.
the second kid because they bring home crap all the time, and it's like as long as the kids are alive, like I've just found like the things matter less. And like I used to be sentimental about Beanie Babies. I was one of those kids, but then my children, and we were actually in a writing meeting in my the South Mouse Man Cave, the other. We have
You're gonna
names
have to
for.
explain what that
Yeah,
means.
I don't have to explain what that means right now.
My mind went into when you first said that to me. I'm like, what?
Because
Yeah,
there's
my
the
mind
man
went to a whole
cave, and
different
then
place.
south of it is the Southmouth man cave.
yeah.
We don't have.
South mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
South mouth.
Am I not pronouncing it well enough?
I heard South Mouse, and I was like, "That's cute." And now you said South Mouth, and I'm like,
Southmouth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
I heard it totally right the first time. I just didn't know what you meant.
Yeah, did
Like,
he
what are
say
you
that?
talking? I'm not
Yeah.
coming over for South
because
House at your place.
There's the man cave because we don't have a man cave. My wife and I think that would be stupid. I don't. In the home we own together, I don't need special space for myself.
"Yeah,
But the idea of a man cave, which is a joke about that from a TV show, we
Okay.
think that's hilarious. So we have now branded that the outdoor living room that is covered with a TV sometimes, or the indoor downstairs living room that sometimes the Farx brothers work out of when my wife wants to use the upstairs TV, the kids are running around doing whatever the heck they're doing.
Right.
And so we can just be separated. But all my Beanie Babies were in a closet next to this place. And like I used to be sentimental about them, but I'm not anymore because my children were just throwing them around. And I thought, well, that's great.
Beanie
You know-
Baby Wars."
Yeah.
I used to do those.
Like a Pokemon, they'd come and fight each other, or
No, like you would chuck them at your siblings. Like you'd have a bunker, they would have a bunker, and you just chuck them.
you and your 2 sisters, the 3 of you, just
Yep.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe it's good I stopped at 2 daughters.
Yeah.
Well, are you the third?
Yeah. I'm the youngest
Oh, you're the Cindy?
of.
Brady Bunch?
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh, Brady Bunch. Oh.
Marsha, Jan, Cindy, right?
Wow.
sounds right.
Were
Feels right.
you not a TV land? Or
No.
when you were younger?
No.
With your parents and then show you, hey, we got to show you I Love Lucy so you know about real funny.
Oh no, my parents were like CSI Miami.
Oh, are we seeing a trend here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Matlock. What's the other one with the mustache? What's the guy with the mustache?
Texas Ranger?
No.
Oh,
Magnum PI.
Magnum
Oh,
PI.
Tom Selleck.
Magnum PI. That was like, those were like my childhood shows. So every
Nice.
time someone's like, did you ever watch cartoons? I'm like, no, I was watching Horatio Kane do CSI Miami at the age of like
I don't know.
7.
They'd find like a dead body in a freezer and be like,
Yeah.
look like they're on defrost.
It was
Yeah.
David Caruso, right?
David
He does the one-liner and then he puts the glasses on and then they cut to the Who.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
burned
Yeah.
into my psyche. So no, we were not a Brady Bunch family. Kids, you were wondering.
What if you adapted the Brady Bunch song to be about like dead people, like CSI victims?
A bunch of
Here's-
them are
here's-
dead now
here's
and
a
have gotten
story.
into crimes.
Here's a story of a
Yeah.
blah 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 dead person.
Go ahead, Todd.
No, I'm not going to riff on
Start that
anymore.
song.
I'm just saying. I just planted the seed. Let it grow.
So I'm not sure the house is really a debate topic, and we're non-spoiler, but it's literally at the beginning of the movie. How did you feel towards the house? Maybe that'll inspire something. Did anyone have any strong feelings? But you think?
I liked it as the vehicle to start the movie. I thought that was really interesting. Just like so speaking of sentimental, my dad, whenever I was like moving from apartments or like when I finally moved out of the house, every time he would like move me from place to place in college, I would like sort of watch him do this thing where he'd like put his hand on the wall and he would say like, thank you to the house, like for keeping me safe or for like, and like the first, when I'm like younger, I'm kind of like, oh, that's like goofy or whatever. But the older I've gotten, I remember those things and they make me feel like very warm and fuzzy, and it makes my dad's like a wonderful person, so it feels really like nice that he would do that. And it made me realize like buildings do feel like they hold memories and like they hold energy in a way that I think is interesting. So having it start that way, I was like, oh, I was already kind of like intrigued by that. Yeah.
Did you feel like the house was that much of a character in the movie though? I feel like it wasn't.
It became not one.
Yeah.
It sort of ended up not being one in the same way I thought it was going to be. I think they tried to bring
Without
not
spoiling
spoilers.
it, yeah.
Well, it does come back in the middle and it does come back at the end,
Right.
arguably.
Right.
The reason I think, what would you call the house? A motif on the theme of like one of the themes might be generational trauma, like how you're saying, oh, the building can hold like evil or something. We just last week it was ghosts. This week it was ghost movie. This week it's generational trauma.
What was the ghost movie?
The Ghost from the Machine.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, I was thinking you made me. I
And we
thought
talked
like
about
haunted
ghosts,
house movie.
Yeah, the ghosts having like
yeah.
presence in a place because of some like generational trauma, or like how you say a building could hold energy. And like the older I get, the more I'm open to the woo-woo shit.
Sure.
Just because it's like, whatever. I don't know. There's so much I don't know.
Yeah.
I almost don't want to know if the woo-woo shit is really there. But like, even though there's no ghosts in this movie, there's a ghost in this movie, arguably the grandma.
Or the mom?
No,
his mom. Yeah.
Yeah, because they talk about a lot about
yes.
that. And then I guess giving the house a time and place and the history it's experienced. I put this in the rundown. Did you ever hear of the movie Here? It just came out last year.
Oh, Tom Hanks.
Robert Zemeckis. Do you want to
yeah.
explain this movie? Because
No.
it's insane.
It's one camera angle, and it starts from like the beginning of mankind. I want to say.
Doesn't it start in like? No, I didn't see it, but I saw. I've read it, but like before humankind emerges, and like you see. I don't know how fast do they fast forward through all that stuff before you get.
Fast forward right until the house is built with Tom Hanks.
Oh
and
yeah, then they slow down,
the
right? Then
actress,
then it's kind of like over the years of like Tom Hanks and
Robin Wright,
Princess Bride, their whole life in this house and raising a family, right? And then
but only from this one angle.
The camera is like so
whole time.
it starts before there even is a house, but when it's just like, did they just show dinosaurs?
Yeah, they
I
show
remember a
prehistoric
footprint.
stuff.
Yeah.
So this is in the Jurassic World universe.
Yeah, sure.
And I mean, so okay.
That's basically the premise.
That movie gave me a great context for this movie.
Okay.
Because I would say that movie is unsuccessful. Would you agree that it...
Financially or storytelling?
Clearly it was like bombed really hard.
Yeah, I've actually not even heard of it, but
Exactly.
I do like the idea. Anyway, okay.
I would seek it out if you're interested, but seek it out on like streaming or something, so you go, no.
Okay.
after a minute. And you, because of your interest in theater and that sort of thing, you might see it, you might enjoy it in a different way than I would, and I can recognize that.
I guess I never thought of it like that. It's like a stage play almost.
Yeah, it's like a stage play.
Wow.
They only have
very
one stage.
clear, like proscenium situation. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and do you at least agree this relates to?
Yeah, a little bit,
Sentimental
sure. When you see like how the house grows and ages, yeah, I get that part.
I had another exercise of imagine yourself as an object, but I'm not actually going to do
Why?
that. Because remember, she talks about that in the beginning of like, that's how the monologue at the beginning ends, is like, I was asked in school to imagine myself as an object and like what I would be, and I knew I would describe myself as the house. And that's yeah. Sorry, I watched the movie 1.5 times. I thought I would get there at the second time. I did not.
Oh,
not because of the movie, just because I'm doing things. Did you care about the Oscars? Did you see any of the other international features?
I did not, and I did not watch the Oscars. So
Why would you care? Did they ever matter to you as a person?
No,
Cool.
I know, and it's not for any reason. I don't have. There's no aversion. I just like don't. It's just never like. I think if a group of friends was like, we're having like an Oscars party, do you want to come? I would go for sure. But I'm not like looking or doing when it's like the Oscar nominees. Yeah.
Do you watch the Super Bowl?
No.
Okay. Cool. You have your own cultures going on. That's fantastic.
I don't even know what I do though. Is the thing.
A lot of acting. It sounded like you have a job. You're married. You have 2 golden doodles.
Yeah, that's what
people
I'm
will
doing.
find these out in the interview. They take up a lot of the interview time.
Like, what are you talking about? We haven't had that. That hasn't happened yet.
Those are things I'm going to bring up in the interview from the research I do. Surratt over Sentimental Value? Just a quick aside.
Sentimental Value is a much better movie than Surratt. You like Surratt a lot more?
Surratt is way more to my taste.
What is
Why?
that?
It was one of the international features that was nominated. It takes place in, I think, Central America.
Oh, Mr.
Yeah.
Worldly Thornton here.
Well, Farx.
Yeah, it's Farx.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
Farx Town.
Oops. The cats.
If you know another corporeal form that has a separate name, this is Kyle Farx.
Oops.
I'm playing. I don't know if I'm a character
Cat's
on
out
the
of the
show.
bag on that one.
Yeah. We all have W-2 jobs we have to protect. This is a character.
Yes.
So Surratt is a movie about people who are at a music festival that are brought on.
It's a rave. I think it's more of a rave than
Excuse
music
me, a rave
festival,
in the desert who are brought on an adventure across the desert, I'll say.
Okay.
And music plays a significant
Role.
role. Grief would also be a theme.
Why did you like that more than Sentimental Value?
Because it challenged me more. There was nothing in Sentimental Value that was cinematic to me that made me go, oh. It was just, it touched me a little here, which I know movies can do.
It didn't touch you as a filmmaker?
Those things actually, it made me more resentful of the way movies get made. That's something this movie definitely did. Like, you as a filmmaker, how did you react to it?
So it's my jam, right? So I had a really positive experience with it. I was excited and charmed by the fact that it was not a remake. I feel like the thing that exhausts me about like current filmmaking is every time I see like another iteration of something that we've seen before or like a IP that we've seen before, it makes me a little bit it makes me sad.
Yeah.
And so to see a film be successful that is like a slice of life, that isn't really trying to be anything other than that, like to like tell that story, felt really refreshing to me. But I will say that like and people will learn, I'm not like a movie person. I think that's part of the reason that I like episodic like shows is because they often get the freedom to be a little bit more creative than people who are working with huge studios trying to make $1 bazillion. And I feel like that's where a lot of the repeat stuff like keeps happening over and over. So as a filmmaker, I enjoyed it from the perspective of it felt like I was surprised that it was as successful as it was and for the story that it was trying to tell. And I was just like, I like this. I like that people still will watch this and feel engaged by it. And maybe see part of themselves in this story or something like that. Yeah.
I want to call it repetition as a theme for this episode of the podcast. Just eagle-eyed listeners or watchers will notice in the interview.
Repetition.
You're not what?
No,
But
I
I
don't think she
repeat
repeated herself. What do you mean?
No. Something you enjoy is through the iterative process, the amount of creativity that can come through it. And that might relate to something that I will ask you about in your interview.
I see.
That's why the show is irritatingly designed like some sort of Ouroboros eating its tail. Are you aware of the
Or a
studio?
blunt rotation, one can say, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you aware of the Apple TV show, The Studio?
Yeah.
Okay, so have you seen it?
Yeah.
And you know that in there, Seth Rogen's character said, I got into this because I love movies, but all I do is ruin movies.
Yes,
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. I haven't seen it. I have not seen season 1 all the way through. What I have seen of that show, though, I really like. Like, I really like it.
So you kind of understand, like, maybe we're not producing the best system to get the best commercial art into the marketplace.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's like that's what I perceive. Yeah, generally, I would say.
Is
It
that what you
feels like-
disliked about it?
The outside, like the
How you got the
we can
movie
get
made?
this movie made because a starlet who like what do we think she was on, like a Disney series or something?
No,
I
I
don't
think
think
it's.
Fanning.
I
Elle
think
Fanning's
it's
character.
Disney.
Oh, you're talking about her character, not
Yeah,
her.
like because it's
Yeah.
not a spoiler to go, what did this character do before this movie to
Right.
make her a elevated actress that Netflix would go, you
Yeah,
can
but
get a
that's how the
movie.
industry works anyway. So you need. He's also. I don't think it's spoiler to say that he's a old timey director. Yeah, who doesn't have that much pull as he used to. So it makes sense that he needs somebody else to give him the financial advantage. I don't know. Push up. Yeah.
Yeah, does it really matter like what she did before? I mean, like as long as you establish that she's the
Star.
Because when Austin Butler goes to play in an Oscar movie, he was coming with the Disney kid baggage. Ryan Gosling, excuse me, Baby Goose, as Mrs. Farx and I call him, overcame this. But like Justin Timberlake hasn't been able to overcome it as a, actor, maybe as a singer.
yeah.
So
But do you mean Elle Fanning? That's her name, right?
yeah.
As an actor?
As the character within
Okay.
this movie.
Yeah,
Her
or-
character,
or
because like
something.
the Europeans that are interviewing them don't seem to be that impressed by her previous work.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
not like Zendaya, who's making interesting choices. It seems like she's kind of like a pop, popular to consume artist.
Which, well, and I don't know if we can get into this now. I thought that as it relates to what happens then later made me understand why they use that as like a storytelling arc, because it makes her decision more important.
Yes, I
Which
did
was
like that character a lot. Because
I
of that.
like that a lot. Yeah.
So you're right. I am kind of being a little bit of a negative Nancy, as Mrs. Farx points out sometimes, and I need to be more of a positive Peter. I don't know why they're gendered, but they are. We don't actually say those terms.
That'd be amazing though.
What was the scoff over there? Is it because you relate, or because it's true that I'm too pessimistic?
Yeah, that.
Oh, I'm too pessimistic to you.
Well, no. That she's no.
You could relate. You could see how Mrs. Farx could see that.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Very fair. I like that we got that. I also like that you don't care.
The cynical view, and I'm not like I didn't think this while watching it, but like did making the actual movie Sentimental Value, was it a choice to like I feel like probably not. I mean, like from a writing perspective, no, but like from a casting choice, I don't know who. It's a pretty it has an independent vibe to it, so I don't feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot of studio like shenanigans, but like could that have been a factor? And
In
like,
her
oh, you got to
casting.
get casting the act. Yeah, like you have to. Because, I mean, Elle Fanning's not like a Disney, but she's like compared to like everyone else in it. If you're selling this movie, if you're trying to sell this movie to an American audience, she's kind of your. I mean, a fair amount of people know Stellan Skarsgård, but like everyone else, you don't mainstream audiences aren't familiar with everyone else in the cast. So was that like a calculated decision?
I feel the urge to just point out though that I think Elle Fanning has in her career made like interesting elevated decisions. She's not like a Disney star.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
actual
I'm
actress
not saying
in
that.
the
I'm
movie,
just saying
like-
that's like that could be like the access point for a more mainstream
Yes,
American
the
audience.
average person sitting down who
Oh, it's the girl who's just in Predator Badlands. You know, you know what I'm saying?
I would think, Neon Demon, but
Sure,
yeah, of
sure.
course. Nicholas,
Yeah.
What? Wait, have you seen that movie?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That you said that.
Very,
Demon?
well, if you know what happens to her character, think me stepping on the ground and then squish.
Oh wow.
It's an eyeball. Don't watch Neon Demon.
Okay,
It's
I
from
was-
the people that made Drive, or the guy that made Drive.
okay.
Have you seen Baby Goose? All right, he stomps someone's head in there. So all of his movies, I'm now recognizing a theme there. Anyways, yeah, I
Stomping.
do think you're right that
Is that a fetish?
that's the sorry.
Is that a fetish?
No,
Stomping? I don't know.
no.
Kirk and I are talking.
Nicholas Weiss, Reffing. How do you say? His
I
last
don't
name?
know. Let's say his name.
If you knew the director I was talking about, you
This would all make sense.
Yes, and I'll
Understood.
pivot back to I haven't watched. Have you seen this guy's worst person in the world? Was his movie 3 years ago that kind of did well over here?
God, I'm so terrible.
No,
No, I did not do that.
I'm glad I didn't watch that one to get ready for this because I
Okay.
thought about doing that and I was like,
And
no,
it's
just
the
watch
same
this.
director.
Yeah, Joaquin Trier. He's been
Yeah.
doing like 20 years over in, I think this is a Norwegian produced movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the same actress who I thought, because I saw the art for Worst Person in the World, I legitimately thought it was Dakota Johnson.
Oh.
I mean, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like I thought
The gal that plays Nora.
Yeah.
Yeah. Understood. Mhm.
she is a cross between, this is going to sound really weird, Dakota Johnson, obviously, but a cross between Dakota Johnson and Bella Ramsey. I thought everything from it, like her eye, like this was like Bella, like it made me think Bella Ramsey.
And Todd Farx is pointing like to
That's
this part.
eyes, yes, from the eyes, from the eyes up.
Looked like Bella Ramsey. I don't have a picture of her in my head, but
Yeah, I don't know why.
Last
I
of
don't know
Us.
Yeah, oh yeah, I mean that's what she's
did we
from,
think
but-
the sister needed to be nominated for a supporting actress award? I
Wow.
would say no.
Did
Why
she?
She got nominated for supporting actress. Whereas I say Elle Fanning,
know.
yes, but the sister, she's
Listen,
good.
that scene at the kitchen table, though. Listen,
Yeah, that was great.
that might have been like I don't know. I don't know what you do with that. I don't know what you do with that when you walk off of set. I was just like that. I do think she might have deserved it for that.
Oh, so you're not a shake it away kind of person after it because you're feeling it.
Oh no,
When
when
you're
I'm an
acting.
actor,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely am like a shake it off. Like I do have to like go live my life afterwards. But that performance and watching it as a viewer, I sat on my couch and my husband was sitting next to me and I was just like ugly sobbing.
I definitely wanted to ask if your spouse watched it with you.
Yeah.
What did he think? Not
Oh, he loved it. He was also ugly crying.
really.
Yeah.
Is he a sentimental? He cries a lot at movies.
No, he really doesn't.
Oh, wow.
But he's also an artist. So
what kind of artist?
a visual artist, so he does like painting and sculpture
Okay.
and like ceramics and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think he has like sort of that spirit like about him. But no, he's not really like a I think sometimes what happens is like I start ugly crying and then he like looks at me and then he's like just like not ugly crying, but just like type deal.
How everyone else perceives it is up to them,
Yeah.
but you just got to feel your feelings.
Right.
I don't know if I should be saying all of those
What?
things.
Okay.
Do you have something?
No, you don't.
I'm
You
trying to
don't believe
pivot
that.
to
You don't believe that. You should feel your feelings. We've been pretty open on this show
Do
before.
I think you should feel? Well, I've already talked about a little bit how
Yeah,
I
what do
feel
you
like
mean?
sentimentality could be exploited as a vulnerability to speak in like cybersecurity terms.
Okay.
So I for my own self would be somewhat worried about having obvious, things that could be used.
Vulnerable.
Hey, you're sentimental about this. Like, I'm rewatching, I won't say why, Citizen Kane, and like how he's sentimental for Rosebud, but it's because the sled was when he was happy as a child.
Yeah.
We've all seen Citizen Kane, and
Yeah.
that's what Rosebud is.
Here's my
Well,
Here's my
spoiler.
counter. Here's a counter, Cal. You're Cal Farx on the show, though, so Cal Farx can be open and vulnerable. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, it wouldn't necessarily mean that as the character Kyle Farx is aware that another corporeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
So you should be okay with that, right?
I do agree, and I seek to be more like, it's not an experience I have like that where Mrs. Farx would be crying and then I would start crying.
Oh yeah.
But I do cry at movies sometimes. We've talked about this in the past. This just didn't happen to be
When they got you.
Actually, Mrs. Farx did not want to watch this movie with me.
I was gonna
Wow.
say, did she?
No.
And so she did not.
She started it, and then like we knew we weren't going to be able to like watch it all right then. Like I
Yeah.
could do an hour now and an hour. The kids are over here.
Yeah.
And then it was not her thing. Like the themes of grief were not things she was into.
Yeah.
I think the artist thing. Mrs. Farx would say she looks at artists and feels bad for them. Because she sees them as people with holes they're trying to fill that they'll never be able to fill.
Yeesh.
But there's something beautiful about that, I think, right?
I hope.
Because I mean, I don't know. People have different thoughts about this and like struggling artists and starving artists and like what are you missing and all that like fun stuff. But I think in some ways the thing that motivates you in different areas of your life, whether or not you're an artist, is the seeking to be something better or something like striving for something. For artists, that's like a better performance. Like for someone who works in IT that's like a breaking a code. I don't know what people do
More
outside of
efficiency.
this. Yeah, more efficiency, right?
As an example.
So I think it always kind of makes me giggle when people look at like one particular sphere of like outlet and say like those people are, not that this is what Mrs. Farx was saying,
That is what
but
she's
it's
saying. She's castigating all of us.
but it's like something that I hear as a refrain from other walks of my life too. It's like, you know, what's wrong with you that you are seeking this attention, or that like, is there something broken in you or something like
That's
that?
Minnesota.
Right. Yeah.
That's Minnesota.
Yeah,
Let's
which is-
leave that alone.
but it's interesting. But I think we all are doing that in our own different ways, I think, sometimes.
I don't doubt it. How do you feel towards the performance issues the protagonist had? I can't. Is her name Nora? I thought the sister was
Nora, yeah.
What's the
Oh,
sister's
her
name?
anxiety when she walked
Yeah, at
off
the beginning
stage.
when she's
Yeah.
like can't remember her lines and stuff. It's at
That-
the beginning, so I feel like I can.
I was gonna say that really, that made me laugh a lot. That whole like series of scenes. Of,
I can
like,
relate
that
to the
whole-
slapping. That's why I used to do that in high school plays.
Really?
I'd have a woman slap me. Yeah.
That's never been a journey like that level of anxiety and that like need to sort of like break yourself
Right,
out of
yeah.
it in that way. As an actor I've never experienced the need to do anything like that, but it made me laugh really hard. And it just, I would imagine that could be something that someone experienced.
Sure.
I don't think she forgot her lines though. Is that she forgot her lines? I think she had.
She was so nervous.
Yeah, nervous about being on stage
Yeah.
that night.
Yeah.
Specifically, yeah.
I guess, and it's because of the. I guess we can talk about the thing that starts the movie, right? Her mom dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, interesting. I didn't make the connection that was why she was so nervous.
I don't know that. Though.
Yeah,
but
but
it
that
is
would
what
be-
happens
why
at
it
the
is.
beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No, I think that would be an interesting.
I'm guessing right now, having just yeah.
No, I
hadn't thought
like
of
that. I like that as like the bridge to that moment, because I was kind of like, maybe she's always like this. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense because she says it's different this time to the stage handler or whatever. Because
Yeah.
you know the lines. You've done this nights before, but then she says it's different this time.
Oh, she does. Yeah.
Yeah, now it makes more sense. So yeah, it must have been because her mom died.
Look at you.
Yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
you solved it.
I guess.
So you would
Just
have
take
people
credit, man.
slap you before you went on stage.
It was to be more present. Like
Uh-huh.
my mind can wander quite easily.
Okay.
Like sometimes when I'm there, like, oh, I gotta think of the next question. Oh, I need to listen. But like, just okay, yeah, okay, Kate, thank you.
Like right
Not because
before
you're-
you went on stage.
Like while we were on stage before the curtain came up, her name was
Wow.
Kate. She was a freshman. I was a junior, and I would slap me across the face.
How hard?
She
As
was a
hard as
little
she
person.
can?
It was funny to have her. As
Oh.
hard as she could. Just,
Let her whoop.
That's very funny.
I was kind of like also the jockey person among my theater company, so it was
Sure.
like I needed to do whatever I could to make it so that I'm, not
thinking about all. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
No.
sure.
Interesting.
Yeah. Cinemas, theater, production. I actually had some of these things down, but I want to find topics to disagree about.
I mean, we could disagree about them in the spoilers segment.
We can do that.
Yeah, so let's hop into spoilers.
Yeah. That
See
went
that-
by fast.
Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN.